Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Thule Verse Bike Rack on the back of our 2023 Buick Envision. Now, this is going to be a great option if you're looking for a rack that's going to be very versatile and just easy to use. And I'll show you how to do it later in the video, but today we're mainly going to be focusing on how this rack interacts with Envision. So the first thing I want to talk about is how far away the bike is currently. So we have a good amount of distance here. So when I go to shake this, our handlebar, pedals, they're nowhere even close to making contact with the vehicle, but we don't have enough space to open up the hatch. To do that, I'm going to come back here. You're going to have a lever at the very end of the rack. Squeeze on that. Sometimes I like to lift up too, and this will lower down. Now that's a pretty extreme tilt. Try not to bump your head on your bike. And now I can open up my hatch. And with that even having the extreme tilt, that's impressive because it's going to be rated for 60-pound bikes. And you're going to put 2 of them on here. And that's going to be great for your heavy e-bikes because typically with a rack that is a higher weight capacity, it doesn't tilt back as far typically. But now this gives me the opportunity to grab anything I might need, sit down, tie my shoes, and get ready for my ride. And when you're ready, you can close this back up by pressing that button and lifting this up back into place. All you have to do is push on it, it'll click in. But we're going to take a closer look at it. I'm going to take off my bike. Now with this, you're going to have one strap in the back, making contact with that tire, and then this hook on the front side. All you got to do to release it is squeeze this trigger, pushes up, and out of your way. And that's it. So, that's really nice if you have any bikes that are carbon frame or alternative frame since we're not making frame contact. But with that done, I can take it out for a ride. Now, when you look at the actual cradles, you're going to notice we have 2 of them. The one on the front is going to be pretty large, so it's going to be great for a lot of different tire sizes. And the one in the back, what I like about this is this actually slides. That allows you to accommodate for a wider range of wheelbases. But from here, let's get a couple measurements. The first one I want to get is going to be our ground clearance. So going from the furthest point out to the ground that's going to be about 20 inches over here. You'll also notice we got this bump here. That's going to be a little bit over 17 inches. That's designed if this ever were to make contact with the ground, it's most likely going to be this point. But this is high enough that it shouldn't in most cases. Now for the total distance away sits, that is going to be a little bit over 36 inches. So that's a little bit large for a 2 bike rack. So keep that in mind if you're going anywhere like a parking spot or garage. But we can save space. All we have to do is tilt it up, push it in like that, and it'll lock into place. And then that measurement is only going to be about 12 inches. So that's going to be pretty compact. But within this spot, it's going to block a few things. We're going to block our license plate, backup camera, a little bit of our taillights, but they should mostly be clear, and then our back window. Now, if you are a little bit worried about blocking those taillights, you can get a light kit added on to this. And the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank, and this is going to go into your 2-inch hitch receiver. And what's unique about this too is there's a hook from the other side that goes into your pinhole and keeps this in place, so you don't have to worry about losing your pin. The very back of it is going to have this built-in anti-rattle device. It's just going to be a lever, so this is really easy to use and turn. And it's going to have a lock core in there, so you have that extra security. So in my opinion, I think this is going to be a solid choice if you're looking for a really easy to use rack that's going to be versatile. Now, if you're looking for something that can carry a little bit heavier bikes, that takes up a little bit less space from up here, so it's not blocking your license plates as much, then I'd recommend checking out the Sarah Super Clamp. Now, the Sarah Super Clamp won't have as aggressive of a tilt, so that's something to definitely consider. And it's about the same amount of touch points as this one we have right here. But if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at eTrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.